one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about, because I know that this is something you feel really strongly about. I was actually very, I was distracted and focused a lot on the people who live alone and the kind of strain it has on someone who's living alone to be alone for
Right.
40 days or 45 days, right? And I felt that these are the people who really needed help. And then I got some emails and messages and DMs in Instagram from people saying, victims of domestic abuse, victims of abuse, people who live in families where there is some sort of stress or abuse, this is a really difficult time. And I realized that that is so true. And it was something that I hadn't realized until then. But I know that this is something you feel strongly about. Have you also noticed that there has been more strain?
Not personally, really, in terms of, not that I know of people who are going through this, but I've been reading up, and, the statistics are quite alarming. At the moment, I'm not able to remember what is a hike in percentage,
Mm.
but they say that, at this time, the incidence of domestic abuse is very, very high. So I think I guess people are just, there any domestic abuse is unpardonable, period. But at this time, I think it's also, there's cabin fever. You're all enclosed in one place. You can't not deal with your issues with each other anymore. Or then, you're worried about your future in terms of a job. And what is the easiest thing, to raise your hand on, to feel a little powerful at a time when you're probably feeling powerless against this virus and the situation it has all put us in. you know, I think it's just people taking out frustrations, and it's so frustrating
Yeah.
to read about it. I think the only thing we've spoken about this before, but it's so important for women, therefore, to have, money in
Mm.
their hands, on a regular basis also outside of COVID, but all the more at this time. So,
Yes.
especially I think when it comes to our domestic workers, it comes to, um, whoever else, your cooks, I hope everyone's paying them,
So
because
this
that is
is
going to
really
give them the
important.
strength.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I had a conversation with yeah, it was a few months ago where we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about how important it is for women to have money in their hands,
yeah,
and to be able to manage their own money, control their own money, and how it
yeah,
gives women across all strata of society. I've met women from very, very well-to-do business families who don't have control over money, and as a result have very few rights in their own home.
yeah.
So one of the things that you can do, like Vidya said, is that make sure that you pay everybody, especially the women, the cooks, the maids, the nannies, even if they haven't done a day's work, and it's very likely they haven't managed to do any work at all
Obviously,
in the last 1 month. Pay them, call them, send it
yeah,
to their accounts. I best if you can find a way to give them cash, because right
yeah.
now, the other thing that I
But the
realized is,
problem is, Faye, how do you reach them the
yeah.
cash? That is Uh, I don't know, because thankfully my staff has bank accounts. All of them have bank accounts. But there are also women who don't have bank accounts, and even
Mhm.
if they do, they don't have access to them. But how are you going to reach them the cash
Yeah. So,
in the
see, luckily
lockdown?
for me, one of the women who works as a cook in my house lives fairly close by. So I've asked her to
Oh,
walk
nice.
across and met her outside and given her cash. Because
Oh,
the
great.
other thing to keep in mind is this: if we transfer money to bank accounts, you need to you need to sort of inform your spouse to leave the house to access that money, to
Yeah,
be able to
yeah.
either draw it, or you have to go somewhere to get that money, and that actually puts
Mm,
one more hurdle, because it's
yeah,
not as easy to just slip out of the house and come back as it
correct.
was maybe in like non-lockdown times. So one of the things to keep in mind obviously is make sure that you pay one way or the other, pay everyone who you can, and not just those people who work directly with you, but also those you see maybe once a month or once in 2 months, someone who does some silai in your building,
Yeah.
or people who do
Your
just
masseuse, Yeah, yeah.
The person who does, I don't know, someone who comes home and does your pedicures, if that's something that
Yeah,
you do on a regular basis, try and
right.
find a way to wire them money in some way so that they have that, they have the independence, the continued independence as well from
Yeah.
abuse.
You
But,
know, I was
yes.
also reading a very interesting thing that said that, normally the abusers are expecting you to respond in a very meek manner. So if you even so much as scream back, raise your voice on
Hmm.
them, they might back off. So,
Yeah.
because they're expecting you to cower, they're expecting you to you know, just shrink into a corner. And while we're talking about money, which is a more practical thing, I think just to know this also, I hope women know this, and God forbid if there is a need that they try it.
Yeah.
Whatever works, yeah.
Also, we must remind all of the people who are listening that the police is very active. All of the
Yeah,
helplines are very active right now. Do not hesitate to ask for help.
yeah,
Also, abuse is not something that happens to any one particular class of society. It happens to
yeah.
everyone. So keep your eyes and ears open for someone who might be getting abused right now. Maybe in your building, one of your neighbors. This happens a lot. It We hear fights, we
Mm-hmm.
hear abuse, and we think, "Arey, personal mamla hai. We should not get
Yeah.
involved." And that might actually be putting someone's life at risk.
There was a maid working for my mother years ago, and she came back home bruised one day. So I told her, I said, let's just call the police and go and straighten your husband out. And you will not believe it, she was ready to quit the job. I said, ठीक है, police को नहीं ले जाएंगे. I said maybe an NGO or whatever. So I was trying to explain to her the concept of an NGO and how they can help and how,
Hmm.
but she almost quit because the ignominy of having people know, I think, is bigger than you going through it,
Yeah.
sadly.
Right. So remember, so takeaways: keep an eye and ear open for anyone who might be getting abused in your neighborhood or in your surroundings. Try and reach out, offer that person help.
At home, and at home, if you see something like that happen to whoever,
Yeah.
and don't keep quiet. Please report it.
Please report it, especially
Yeah,
at this time, because
yeah,
people are trapped at home in abusive relationships, and we can be of help. Remember to call all of your friends or family members are in difficult relationships right now
yeah.
and are stuck at home. We all know these people, so reach out and offer help. This is one of the ways in which women can stick together. We really
Mm,
should at this time. But
absolutely.
yeah. And I'm a firm believer in the fact that women should stick together. So, like the only way really that we can build power is if the women lawyers and the women journalists and the women bankers and the women actors like sort of just come to each other. We form this like girls club where we sort of like are there to help each other out at all points. This is
But
the
but
only way to move this
but
world.
I'm sure you've heard this enough and more that a woman's biggest enemy is another woman. You
You
know?
know,
No, I'm saying you and I may not use that because we
hmm.
know for different truth, we know for different possibility where women collaborate, where women support, but this time we would hear that औरत औरत की सबसे बड़ी दुश्मन होती है, and it used to really anger me, it used to
Hmm.
sadden me, but
Yeah, it
thankfully
drives me
that is,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, it used to make my blood boil, but thankfully I think that's changing.
So I believe that the patriarchy, which is a system that by design treats women as inferior, the patriarchy had initially put women in positions where they had to be part of it in order to survive. And we
Yeah,
would all, invariably see older, women who would be part of that patriarchal system. that has changed because younger women, by younger I mean our generation, have found agency. We found voice, we found agency. We no longer have to be part of that system that's patriarchal
Also,
in order to have, yeah.
it comes back to economic independence.
Yes.
You know, because if you're not dependent on a man, you're not looking to please him, which means if you don't have to earn his favor, no woman is a threat.
Yes.
So, you know,
would have
it's,
to agree with me.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, you know, I just saw a message that said, can you share numbers of some helplines?
Mhm.
So,
Let me find
you know,
some. Let me find
yeah,
some. But in the meantime, while I look for the helplines, the
yeah,
reason why Vidya and I are having this conversation is because doctors need PPE suits,
mm,
and this is
absolutely.
something
You know,
you're working for. Yes.
yes, you know, so Manish Mundra, who's a producer, and Atul Kasbekar, who's a photographer, talent agent, also mine. They started this where basically they realized that there is a huge shortage of PPEs. For people who don't know, it's personal protective equipment that's used by doctors, nurses, ward boys, and all your frontline workers actually, and they are in short supply. And the problem, therefore, they realized is that it's also slightly expensive. One PPE kit costs $650. So,
Mm.
it's not just the hospitals themselves may not be able to, um, organize that, which is why Tring, Manish Mundra, Atul Kasbekar, they join hands to start this sort of, should I call it a movement, where we're basically raising funds to make sure that hospitals and medical staff across the country get sent PPE, and I'm very, very glad, and it's very heartening to share that, the response has been great. I know we can do even better, but I think the response so far has been very encouraging. We sent out our first lot of 2,000 PPE kits to Kasturba Hospital at Mahalakshmi, and it really felt so good.
Because
Because sitting at home, there are,
yeah.
if we can do our bit, I think whoever can, and it's not, I'm saying even if you can't send out a PPE kit, or if you can't contribute 10 and 50 and
Mm.
100, you can join hands. Even if
Yeah.
you even if each of us contributed one, I think it would go a long way in ensuring the safety of our health workers, because, God forbid, you don't want a situation where hospitals are shutting down. That's actually happening.
Yeah.
A lot of hospitals are having to shut down because the health workers are
Mm.
actually affected, COVID affected.
Right. So tring.co.in,
Yeah,
Tring, like tring on your phone,
yeah,
that
yeah,
tring.
yeah, yeah.
Tring.co.in is what you have to go to. And when you go to the homepage, so hang on, this is what it looks like. Let me take you to this is what the homepage looks like, guys. So you'll see all of these gorgeous profiles here of all these superstars who are doing this. And you click on one of them and you make a donation. It's 650, so it's multiples really of 650 that you
Yeah.
650 buys one suit, and you make a donation
No,
and
that there are quite a few
yes.
things in that. I just want to tell you that there's something called a three-ply surgical mask. There are, of course, gloves. There are face shields. There's a coverall which is laminated and waterproof, and I think I'm missing one thing, and goggles. So, this kit consists of a whole lot of things that can protect um, the health workers.
So it says on your page, it says Vidya Balan has donated 1,000 PPE
Yes,
kits.
I did.
Yeah. Thank you. So you can help out if you're watching right now. Go to tring.co.in, click on Vidya Balan, and you can donate. To help her cause and to send more PPE kits. Will it all go to Kasturba, or are you going to send it to other
No, no,
places?
no, different hospitals, but the
Different
first
hospitals.
lot has gone to Kasturba because we also have a manufacturer in Ghaziabad who they've tied up with, and they're sending it as soon as they're getting ready. So first lot went out on Saturday. The next lot should go out in a day or two. So, but really, we could do with a lot more
A lot
contributions.
more, yeah. And
Yeah,
it's very important to tell people that these are disposable. So once the doctor wears them, they have to actually take it out and throw it away. And you
yeah.
can't, they're not reusable, right?
No, no, they're not reusable, which is why there is such a shortage,
Yeah.
and across the country. A lot of them on a shift that lasts you 8 hours, they have to change multiple times. Especially if you come into contact with someone who has COVID, then you have to change it immediately, apparently. Um,
Yeah. I
so,
mean,
yeah,
for example, just yesterday, the India Today put out a story saying that Delhi doctors are falling prey to COVID-19 because they don't have enough equipment. India does
right.
have a large number of healthcare professionals, not just the
Yeah,
doctors, it's the nurses, it's the ward boys. Remember, think of any time in your life, guys, that you've been in a hospital. And I really hope that you've never been in a hospital, but if you have, you know what it is like. Someone has to come in and clean your room twice a day in order to maintain hygiene. Someone has to bring you food and take it away. The nurses come in, doctors come in. Now, every one of those people are at risk unless we can give them these kits. And if they have these kits, then they can take care.
yeah.
Then they can do their jobs like it's supposed to be done.
Exactly. Even your administrative staff, because for the smooth functioning of the hospital, you need these people. So I think I don't think we really know or understand the enormity of the demand
Yeah.
for PPEs. But more power to Tring, Manish Mundra, and Atul Kasbekar, and to all those people who've joined this, to all those who've contributed, and a big, big thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of our hearts. It's yeah,
So guys, it's tring.co.in. Someone type that out in the comment section so everybody can write that down. Also, I've got phone numbers for anyone who's facing domestic violence right now. These are the nationwide phone numbers. There's and this is the National Commission for Women. So these are nationwide numbers. The Shakti Shalini is 10920 and the hotline is 1091. Now, in Mumbai, the number is 103, which is the cops, and that's when the police will come to you. That's the helpline. The government of Kerala has launched special helpline numbers for the COVID lockdown period for domestic violence. The women's helpline in Kerala is 1091. So it's fairly easy to find. There are state specific numbers, there are city specific numbers, and of course, there is the national number as well. So if you go to helpline.com, which is a website that has almost every helpline altogether, the universal number across the country for women in distress is 1091.
okay,
For everyone. So that's important to
right,
remember, not just for yourself, but also for the people around you, if that ever comes to that.
absolutely.
Vidya, thank you so much
No,
for
thank
popping
you.
in.
It's always a pleasure chatting with you. And how is this going for you? Must be so tough to do everything yourself. No?
It's I saw your video. It's really funny because I have to position it and make sure that the
Yeah.
lighting is right and record it and then come back and sit down and start talking. But the thing that I find really difficult of not having a team around me is the internet, because you also have to
Yeah.
airdrop it and sort of load
Yeah.
it onto Google Drive or what we transfer, whatever, send videos out. I find that really tedious. That's the
Right.
tough part. More than the recording
We're
and
all
the
getting acquainted with so much, no?
I know so much. And it's just a different world. But, I found that the lockdown is actually my output, or the amount of work I'm putting out during the lockdown is increased, because
Yeah.
I'm no longer spending time on shooting something and, taking the trouble to make it look perfect. The idea is to just get the content, like the
Yeah.
information absolutely right. And then we just put it out. So wind up doing a lot more than we would have been done if we were obsessed with every every
No,
look
but
and every shot.
I must say thank you to you also. You're a part of the essential services. Thanks to y'all, we get our news. So more power to you, however tough it is. Thank you for enduring it.
Thank you. No, but there are journalists who are out in the field right now. I've
Yeah.
chosen for my team and myself that our company is not launched yet. So
Right.
at this time, without our press cards, we'd actually be adding to the nuisance by going out and
Right.
adding pressure onto the system. So we decided to stay home and work from home. But to the journalists who are out in the field, they are taking tremendous risks every day to bring us information, and they're amazing people.
Amazing. Really. And to all those who've tuned in, a big hi. Stay safe. Lots of
Yes.
love. God bless. And
All
thank
right.
you, Faye.
Thank you, Vidya. Remember, guys, tring.co.in if you want to help Vidya out, get as many PPE kits to keep our doctors and nurses.
And there are lots of other actors there. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you have another favorite, you can choose to contribute, you know, to their account, but please contribute. That's all.
Who could
Yeah.
ever have another favorite?
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for speaking with
Thank
me, Vidya
you.
Pal.
Bye, Faye.
Bye.